Good afternoon. This is Les Hill with Less is More Coaching, delivering you the 1-year daily insights with Zig Ziglar and Dr. Ike Reighard. Today is July 21st, Eternal Patience. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some count slackness, but is long-suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. 2 Peter 3:9. When we read about Christ coming back to earth, the power and majesty of the scene boggles our minds. We envision him on a cloud with trumpets blaring and believers dead and alive, defying gravity to join him in the air. We imagine him returning to earth as the warrior who slays his enemies, and we can see him taking the throne in Jerusalem to rule on earth. During Christ's 1,000-year rule, amazing things will happen. Nature will be turned upside down. The lion will lie down with the lamb. Come on back, we plead. However, we may be ready, but others aren't. One of the reasons Christ postpones his return is to give more people an opportunity to respond to the message of grace. We care about the lost people we know in our families and neighborhoods. But God longs for every heart around the world to turn to him. He is saying, not yet. I'm not ready to come because there are still more people who haven't heard and more who haven't trusted in me. Not now, not yet, but it won't be long. When Christ returns, wrongs will be made right and God's faithful people will be honored. Our hearts long for God's justice and grace to rule throughout the world. But God has a higher priority. He delays judgment for sinners and honor for saints so that more lost people can be found. The delay we endure is a small price to pay for an eternity of forgiveness, peace, and joy for even one more person. And we suspect it'll be a lot more than one who responds. Today's 2 questions. The first question, do you long for Christ's return? Why or why not? For me, I do not long for his return at this time. It will happen in due time. And in the meantime, let's transform more people's lives and strive to have a world where Christ is known, appreciated, and understood. And that way of living predominates through the world. The second question, from your perspective, is the delay reasonable and fair? Very simple answer for me, of course. Who am I to judge? I'm a sinner. And I know that there's a plan. And every day I learn to live with the plan more and more and more and understand that there is a plan. And that excites me. The quote today is from Zig Ziglar. When you turn to God, you discover he has been facing you all the time. Zig Ziglar. Hope you enjoyed today's daily insight on eternal patience. Tomorrow, it's going to be having the wisdom to ask for wisdom. Look forward to connecting with you tomorrow with Zig Ziglar's daily insights. Cheers. Have a blessed evening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.